Meg, thank you. There are nearly 17,000 coronavirus cases here in Maryland, with at least 723 deaths. Now, Governor Hogan says he's hoping to start reopening the state as early as next month. WJZ investigator Mike Helgren breaks down the governor's plan.
So we're now, instead of dialing things back, we're hoping to dial things back up.
Governor Hogan detailed his roadmap to recovery for Maryland, but he says the state is not yet ready to reopen.
We've had a couple of days of things that look better, but a couple of days, 3 days, does not make a trend, right? We need like 14 days. So that was hopeful, saying early May. I'm still hoping we can do that. I'm going to press to do that.
Governor Hogan says reopening must include increased testing. Baltimore County will open 2 new testing centers. They include a walk-in clinic at the Liberty Family Resource Center and a state emissions inspection center in Owings Mills.
Both the Liberty Road corridor, so Randallstown and Owings Mills, are 2 of our hottest our hot spots, 2 of the hardest hit communities in terms of this virus.
Maryland reports 16,616 cases, 879 new infections in the past 24 hours, 723 deaths, that's 43 more, and the number of people hospitalized has gone up by 141. The governor says the state must see 14 days of decreasing numbers to start a gradual reopening process.
But all of it is subject to the numbers and watching the numbers, so it's a moving target.
Recovery will happen in stages. The first allows some low-risk businesses to reopen. The second, restaurants can reopen with social distancing and some non-essential workers can return. And the third allows the full opening of bars and restaurants and family visits at nursing homes.
Unfortunately, this virus is going to be in our state and our country until we have a vaccine and our population gets immunity. So even when the state does begin to reopen, it will be critical for the public to know that its own individual efforts will still be very important.
Governor Hogan says his heart breaks for those Marylanders who are suffering. He has added several business people to his recovery team. They include the heads of Under Armour, Marriott, and M&T Bank. Reporting in Baltimore, Mike Helgren, WJZ.
Maryland's new unemployment website did not have a smooth debut, but officials say it's back up and running. The site experienced technical difficulties throughout the day yesterday, and the system is still being monitored for minor glitches. Governor Hogan expressed his frustration about the delay.
We've expressed that frustration to this outside vendor that developed the website. They put, I think, 100 people on it this morning to try to get it fixed. They did get it back up online. I think there are a couple of glitches still throughout the day, but it's performing much better, and we're going to hold their feet to the fire to make sure they get all the glitches worked out. But we're happy we launched.
Despite the issues, the Department of Labor says more than 44,000 people created accounts on the site and 19,000 new claims were processed. More than 150,000 users have accessed the site so far. Well, Baltimore City now has 3 community testing sites. The third just opened in Clifton Park on St. Lo Drive. Mayor Young says the site was chosen so people without cars can have access. You do, however, still need an appointment and a doctor referral. The mayor is also pushing to extend the city's state of emergency declaration. The city council will introduce a resolution on Monday. Well, Johnson & Johnson says it's developed a possible COVID-19 vaccine, and now a Maryland company is helping. Kelsey Kushner with the details on the partnership.
It's a partnership that's paving the way for a possible coronavirus vaccine. Emergent BioSolutions announced a deal with Johnson & Johnson to help manufacture a vaccine they're testing to stop COVID-19.
This is what our respective colleagues have been gearing themselves up for, and this is why we've jumped into the COVID pandemic and look to provide product and service solutions.
Under the $135 million deal, Emergent BioSolutions in Baltimore will manufacture up to 300 million doses of the vaccine. Johnson & Johnson is aiming to start human testing by September. Emergent BioSolutions Senior Vice President Saeed Hussein says if approved, the vaccine will be primarily manufactured on a large scale in their Baltimore Bayview facility.
In parallel to them providing the vaccine into the clinic, that's when we would be gearing up for that subsequent large-scale production.
The company manufactures drugs like Narcan and was involved in the Ebola response. They're also working with 2 other companies who are hoping to develop a vaccine. Hussein says their team of about 1,000 workers plays a critical role of bringing the vaccine from concept to commercialization.
Emergent itself, prides itself on being built for this. Our mission is to protect and enhance life.
And he says manufacturing is expected to start by 2021. Reporting in Baltimore City, Kelsey Kushner for WJZ.